buddies are talking about whatever they want. They're looking for a show to steal and treasure to haunt. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast. They like to get crazy, talk a lot of trash. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast.
Hey everybody, happy holidays. It's me, Michael, not future Michael, regular Michael. And this is our best of episode that we do every year. We kind of curate our favorite clips and put them into one episode. This is sort of meant for our listeners to share with other people. You know, this is our way of making something easy for our majizzies to share with other future majizzies to get them interested in the show. Hey, listen to the best of. If you like it, then you should listen to the show. It's like a fun little treat, you know. Plus, there may be some episodes in here that you haven't heard. A lot of people kind of skim through the titles and they think, oh, well, if they're picking a boring show, then surely the episode will be boring. That's not the case. Okay, we do everything better, faster, stronger, and hornier. That's our whole deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to include the title of each clip and let you know what episode it's from. So I'll just kind of chime in before a clip and let you know the title of the episode, the whatever heist, and then the clip will go, and then it'll just keep happening for the rest of the episode. That's the whole thing. It's really funny. I forgot how many great episodes we had this year. Oh, man. It was a lot of fun to put together. So I hope you enjoy. Without further ado, the Breath of Fresh Air heist featuring the band Nerdlinger. Well, you may not be able to talk about it, but I have a feeling it has something to do with maybe stealing song titles and lyrics.
Is that what you got, allegedly? Allegedly.
We'll level with you. The whole thing was a sham. It was all a big shamoozle. It was orchestrated by Pat Decline. You can make this the breaking news feature of it as well. He shot us a text and goes, "Oi, let's do a little bit of a stunt, you know? Why not? Let's have a bit of a Biggie Smalls and T-Pain." I don't know enough about whether that's who the actual rappers were that did it. I don't know if T-Pain's even a rapper. Anyway.
I don't know if you would consider T-Pain a rapper.
It was orchestrated, but the thing that we quite enjoyed about it was, I mean, we're a pretty jokey band, you know? We're not exactly letting the truth get in the way of a good story. A Decline, to a less funnier extent, just as much. But gradually the beef got pretty poor Photoshop obvious that it was a beef. But we still had people sending us DMs being like, "Oh, man, I hate the Decline too. Those guys are bastards." Yeah. And they had the same thing. There was people like, "That Nerdlinger, they're just a rip-off band of you guys. They suck." And we're like, they're all right.
Dude, you guys had me going too. I was like, Nerdlinger does not like the Decline.
It was all for the publicity stunt. And it paid off too. Like we had a couple of friends that lived in WA where the Decliner from. Them and about 20 other people. That's pretty much the entire population of Western Australia.
Yeah.
And they messaged us. There was a Photoshop. It wasn't even my hand. There was a picture of me shaking hands with Pat Decline. I think it was the thing that wrapped it all up, saying, you know, we've made amends and we're back together. We're friends again, quote unquote friends. And it was, you just needed to look at it for about 4 seconds to be like, that's not even Perth. That's not even them shaking hands. I'm pretty sure that guy's like, it looked like two right hands shaking hands. It was one of those really bad ones. About 4 mates from WA, the other half of the population, messaged me and be like, "Dude, are you in WA? Let's catch up." Like, I didn't realise you guys were here. No.
That's a woman's hand.
It's not a woman's hand. It's not going to really be. Although I like to think I have soft feminine hands. I moisturise pretty regularly.
So Joe, do you
that's the ruse as well?
Joe, do you write those sick fucking drum beats? Do you sit there and listen to everything and you just come up with these fucking dope ass drum beats to the music? Is that you?
Well, it's really funny. So like Tim and Scotty and Antiques will write the songs and then put some MIDI drums behind it at the start, in the demo phase, and they're always just skits. So by the time I get to the studio, I'm just like, this isn't possible. There's about 17 different things happening. There's 4 drum tracks going on. I'm not sure if I can play this. And so more times than not, I'll be sitting there with Antiques recording, and Scotty comes in and is like, give us some of those. I'm like, what?
Give me some spibbly boos.
Yeah, it's a bit of an amalgamation of listening to the midis, listening to somebody in my ear saying, give me some more skillaboos, and then hoping it comes out good on the other end. You know, Tim's always sitting there doing the air drums and like, give me some of those ones. So I think it's a real joint effort, and it's a mess that comes together in the end.
Yeah.
No one really knows what we're doing in that sense, but it seems to work out.
I'm a
I
car.
have very little. Oh yeah, I was going to say I have very little understanding of how drums actually work, and I think the last time me and Joe were in the studio together, and we'd sort of taken it back a step and we're writing songs together on the midis, and I'd sort of shown Joe what I had, and I was like, "Oh, what do you reckon of that?" And he was like, "I don't have 6 arms. Like, I'm not a freaking octopus missing 2 limbs. I don't know how many limbs octopus have, but it's just like, how am I physically supposed to play that?" I'm like, "Oh no, drums are your job, man. You figure it out."
To the US, the very first time.
US.
Yeah, 2008, Christmas Day 2008, where I flew from Sydney to New York by myself. And because it was Christmas Day, there was basically nobody on the flight at all. There was maybe like 15% capacity. And the flight staff said, yeah, pretty much just sit wherever you want. Like, go and take your seats, look at your ticket. If no one's there, cool. I got a whole row to myself. It was great. But with nobody on this flight, for some reason, a lady sat directly in front of me, and just like you guys, you know, I'll put my headphones on, and without even really knowing it, I'm just sort of like tapping away along to whatever music I'm playing. I'm doing air drums, but I'm, you know, tapping the seat in front of me, tapping my knees, whatever. And, you know, the flight from Sydney to the US, I think to LA is 14 hours, but then you've got to move on to New York as well. So for like, you know, 6 hours, I was just tapping along on these chairs, and this lady after like 6 hours turned around and just went absolutely ape shit at me, because she's like, for 6 hours you've been tapping non-stop, could you just shut up? And I thought, fair enough, I totally didn't mean to, like, you know, annoy the hell out of you, but with that being said, we have a 15% full flight. Go and find another fucking seat somewhere.
Yeah, you sat right in front of me. So, I doth already planted my flag. You came in, you bitch. Came into my bubble.
She probably liked the beat for the first 5 hours, and then she's like, "No, I don't like this."
I'm surprised it lasted that long. I probably wouldn't have had the patience for that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, is this experimental indie rock? Ugh.
This sounds like the drumming stylings of Joe Rossetto.
The Poems of the Dark Heist.
You know, I found all these moments of solace or whatever you were talking about, and I wrote this poem called "Whispers in the Moonlit Garden." A Tale of Unearthed Love. Would you do me the honors of reading it?
I would love to read this dark
You've got
poem.
the voice.
Oh, Jeremy. In the shadowed garden, under the moon's pale glow, dwelt a soul small in stature, with a spirit aglow.
It's a tiny fella.
Bound by spina bifida. Okay.
Start with the bound by.
Dwelt a soul small in stature with a spirit aglow, bound by spina bifida, yet his heart unconfined. What? Nursed a peculiar affection most uniquely designed. In the whispering twilight where secrets unfold, he nurtured a love both fervent and bold, not for a maiden nor a creature of flight. What? But for a shovel standing tall in the night. This shovel, with its blades so cruelly sharp, seemed an odd match for a heart shaped like a harp. Yet in its reflection he saw not fear nor dread, but a companion in solitude, a shared thread. Together they danced in the garden of stone, a pair of mismatched in a world of their own. He with a spine twisted, a silhouette small, found solace and rhythm in the shadow's thrall. The shovel, though lifeless, took part in the waltz, a macabre pairing, inviting no faults. In the moon's eerie light they swayed to and fro, a love story morbid set in the night's eerie glow. But love, however strange, carries its own blade, and in the garden's silence a price was paid. For one night in passion he stumbled and fell, his heart pierced by the shovel he loved so well. Now under the moonlight whispers tell of a love so dark, a final farewell. The midget and shovel together they lie, a tale macabre under the night sky.
See? Love can happen in strange places.
Well, I guess my only poem. So this is the poem that I wrote. It's called Vacant Space. Oh, I hunger. I feel my stomach call, yearning and churning for something to feast on. I failed to grasp a passing morsel. Off it goes to nothingness. I've waited here for eons, it seems. Starving to death is only the means. I put myself here of my own free will, not knowing the horrors I'll face still. The pain grows inside. It won't be long till I fall over dead as I hear this last song. Not the best that I've heard many better. I open my pocket and take out the letter that brought me here. The RSVP did I send, to my own demise to attend my own end. My belly rumbles and calls to be fed. I'd take anything now, bloody pigs on a bed. They mock me with treats as they pace on by. I've called to them, please, can't you see I'll soon die? There's one explanation. I've died and well, I did a bad job and I was sent straight to hell. To live in hunger, to watch as they feast. Please give me something, a crumb please at least. The room quiets now as I take to the stage, holding back frustration and rage. Before I began, I observed each gluttonous face, and so far away the chicken I ordered was placed in my vacant space.
Okay. It's just a dude who's really hungry, waiting for his food.
Yeah?
It's the guy who went into a restaurant to order food.
Well, no, it was a banquet. He had to speak on stage. And when he had to go up to speak, that's when they brought his food out.
So he's staring at his plate while he's on stage.
Oh, that's someone's hell, man.
I guess. Their gluttonous face. It's just people being served their food.
He's just so mad. The torture heist. The man, Clinton's.
It was the pedophile's living room.
Well, the pedophile proclaimed by Mr. Bunting.
Right, the pedophile
so
was
he calls him a pedophile and then kills him with a shovel.
So he just walks into this guy's house with a shovel and he's like, please sit down and have a cup of scone.
He was inside for a social visit.
Can I hang your shovel?
Yes.
No, I'm good.
Sir, would you like me to hang your shovel?
So this guy, he walks into this dude's house. He's like, "Oh, please help yourself to my finger foods for this social gathering.
Please,
you're the first one to show up, and also the only one to show up. Is that because you're a pedophile?" And then he kills him with a shovel.
Please finger any of the food. He points to a wall of children tied up to the wall. Yeah, I'll think you're a pedophile.
Then a couple of years later, he decides he's going to be going on a rampage. He's going to start his cleansing
of
pedophiles and fat people.
One and the same.
And
do you like food and children?
Birds of a feather.
So the next victim that would take place is Ray Allen Peter Davies, who was an intellectually disabled man. In 1993.
Also known as a pedophile.
I feel like if you're a pedophile because you have four names.
And he began...
I thought there was actually, it's interesting that all these people have so many first names.
So
as
many
their
names. Yeah.
The next murder, I don't necessarily know why she was murdered, but this is a lady.
Did she fuck a kid?
Was she a pedophile? She was. Her name is Suzanne Allen. Oh wait,
Just the two names.
Didn't she already come
only
up?
has two names?
It's
Yes.
yeah, but they're both
It's the
first,
ex-girlfriend.
But
So
they're both
this is-
first names.
So now
think she
he
lived.
goes. Not only does he go after the pedophile who was dating his ex-girlfriend, he then murders his ex-girlfriend after.
For,
Why?
for dating a pedophile.
Right. She probably let him touch those kids. He was like, "Well, please don't touch me, but you can touch these
Probably
kids."
not. But she was found buried at Bunting's house. And
I got
again,
it.
he
I got you,
continued
Jeff.
to collect her pension
Thank you, bro.
after he killed her. So now the pattern continues where he's collecting people's money after he murders them. Although, I will say...
What an interesting murder trophy.
Yeah.
money.
You know how many shovels I can buy with this money to kill pedophiles?
So many shovels.
Now we go into the next murder of Gavin Allen Porter, who was Vlasicus's friend, 29. He was also diagnosed with schizophrenia. And he actually spent a long time in mental institutions.
What is in the water?
Pedophilia.
I don't know. In 1997, he met Vlasicus and moved in with him. So you'll start to notice that a lot of these murders are in relation to people who are close with Bunting. These aren't like targeted people on the street. These are people with his his neighbors and his neighbors' like partners
And
or ex.
nobody connected the dots.
It's because they were all fucking each other. Jeff was right at the beginning. This guy's a little gay. He wants to touch kids, but he tells himself it's wrong. So he goes on this crusade.
He's right. He's right there, but then, then you make up stories about other people doing it, and that's
Well,
not
he's
so
fucking
good.
these fucking these dudes that are trusting him and also pedophile hunting. And then he starts accusing them of shit to get them out of the way. He made a cult.
So Vlasicus and Porter they moved in together. They were both heroin addicts.
And crazy. That is not a good mixture. It's like, you crazy? I'm crazy. You want to do heroin? Yep.
You want to lean against me for 3 hours while we think about killing pedophiles?
Vlasicus, another lady named Elizabeth Harvey, and Porter all moved in with Bunting. And
Murder house. Murder house.
Murder house.
Murder house.
Bunting
Murder
begins.
house.
So his buddy Vlasicus is a heroin addict. This other heroin addict, they all move in together. He's like, I don't know, that other heroin addict, he's a waste. Time to take him out.
You're a weird heroin addict.
Right? Bunting was pricked by a used syringe that Porter had left on the couch in his living room. And then that was the moment that he was like, I've had enough. I got stuck by your heroin needles. Hey, Vlasicus at least keeps his shit on lock.
Well, you don't just
You left your goddamn needle out. I got poked in the thigh.
don't leave your shit out.
I've been like,
All right.
joke's on you. Joke's
Jeremy,
on you.
That's heroin
I have
101. Don't leave your shit out.
Put your shit
Joke's
away.
on you. I have AIDS. I have the only known cure. Don't kill me.
We're heroin addicts, not animals. Put your shit away.
So Porter was sleeping in his parked car on Bunting's property, probably getting high on heroin, and then Bunting and Wagner attacked him. And then when he woke up, he actually managed to stab Bunting in the hand with a screwdriver before being overpowered by the two of them, and then they strangled him to death. And his body was displayed to Vlasicus
All hail, mighty Vlasicus.
before being
I know.
shoved into a barrel.
Where are they getting all these barrels? Barrels are expensive. Have you looked in the price of getting a barrel?
I found a good
No,
sale
exactly.
on barrels.
They washed up.
Have you looked? I've
They
looked at the
will
price of
stride
barrels.
And his body was
It's
found on May
insane.
20th. That's the date, May 20th, 1999.
I didn't put them in those barrels.
So it was a
They
year
washed
later.
up on the beach.
Yeah, no, barrels are expensive. Like, you must really hate somebody. Be like, you know what? Yeah, I keep buying barrels, but then I keep fucking murdering people. I just want an empty barrel, but I can't. I can never have it.
I just want to fill them with bodies.
Right?
Hey,
Just
Mr. Joseph Jingleheimer Schmidt.
pedophile.
I see you've got this here pedophile barrel you're not using. You think I can use it?
You're wearing pedophile pants.
I talked to your wife, Nancy, Tracy, Stacy, Jessica.
The next murder to take place is Frederick Robert Brooks.
Yeah. He definitely did.
The Mysteries and Mimosas Heist. Can you read it in the voice of William Blackburn?
All of a sudden, I received this frantic call from a sergeant in the jail. And he said, "Can you come over? We need you. We need your help." So he brought this very meek and mild-mannered young man into the room, and he was asking for my help.
The Reverend William Blackburn.
Yeah, the Reverend
Yes.
William
Yep.
Blackburn. Mm-hmm.
And then Don told the Reverend that he could make it rain and that crosses burned. Hey, man, I'm like, I got superpowers. I can make it rain. And then crosses, like, they burn and stuff.
The only person around here who's got superpowers is the Lord Jesus himself.
With his ice powers.
I am Reverend Blackburn. I cast the evil wetness from your soul.
And according to the Reverend Blackburn, he told Don to admit that he was just making things up.
Tell me the truth, boy.
I have another quote if you want.
All of a sudden, his demeanor changed, and the smell came into this room, Lord. Nurses and doctors, medical people say, when you walk into a room where someone is dying with a cancer or something, usually there's a smell you can tell when you walk in the room. I smelled a smell that multiplied 5 times at least.
Smell the smelly smell.
Evil, foreboding, he raised his hand and rubbed his fingers together. And all of a sudden it started to rain. It was like the devil's rain. It was a mist. I was in the presence of evil. I opened up the Bible and started to read to him. But the pages never got wet. So help me. It was a frightening thing. I think I was praying more for me than for him. I prayed, and it was only a brief period, and the rain stopped. Reverend Blackburn said he noticed a sudden change in Don as well. He subsided, and you could feel a peace. He said, "Thank you, Reverend." He got tears in his eyes. We hugged and prayed together. He was possessed. There was no doubt in my mind there's no way a human could do what he did in that room. There's no way that he did anything. But what he did was spiritual. And it wasn't a god. Guaranteed it was not a god. And Don Deckler said that he feels like the bizarre occurrences won't happen again.
I wonder if that's where our story ends. It doesn't, Jimmy.
Now it's his quote.
Well, it's over, Reverend Gibbly-Gob.
I'm no longer possessed.
I'm no longer possessed.
You freed me, Reverend.
Hey, Reverend, it hasn't happened again. Basically, I'm just hoping that it never will, and I just, go day by day. And as for my grandfather, I think what had happened was his doing. He's an evil guy, because he abused me when I was young. He got a chance to abuse me again.
Well, I think you're perfectly cured, young man.
Thank you, Reverend.
Oh, you sound completely normal to me. I wish you all the best, good sir.
I'll suck your dick for $1,000.
Oh, you're such a funny, clever boy.
The Force Unscripted Heist. When I had kind of reached out for guests, you had respond, and I wanted to touch this. I wanted to touch it with my hands.
Okay.
You had said, well, I'm a pretty interesting guy. I'm a film director. I have movies, and I have this picture with George Lucas. Here you go. Here's a picture of me and George Lucas. And I was like, that's a very realistic wax figure of George Lucas that he's standing next to. This stoic-faced George Lucas in a tuxedo, and then a very excited Jim Eves standing next to him with his thumbs up.
Yes, that was a very exciting day for me. You can even see I've got a piece of chewing gum in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
When I was putting it online, I was like, should I Photoshop that out? And I didn't want to touch that image because I didn't want anyone thinking it was fake, because it is a real image. It really happened.
What's the history behind that picture? Did you ambush him? Were you doing something together?
So, yeah, we were out, partying. No, I was in Cannes for the film festival. we had our filmmaker passes on. If you're a filmmaker, you get a pass, which means you can go to all the hotels. We saw a big kerfuffle going on. It was the year Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull came out. So he was over there promoting that.
Fantastic.
And big kerfuffle, loads of people, photos, snap. I'd had a horrific experience the year before, no, actually a couple of years before, approaching Hayden Christensen. And that was very embarrassing.
Well, he was on the toilet when you walked up.
Well, he might as well have been.
In his dressing room.
I said to my wife, I don't want to, this is going to ruin it. I'm going to go and try and get an autograph. It's going to be embarrassing. She said, no, go for it. You're never going to get this opportunity again. So I skipped round all the press, ran into this hotel, couldn't find him anywhere, turned around, and he was there with, I guess, his wife. And I was like, hey, I was a little bit drunk. I had a couple of beers. Hey, George, can I get a picture? Yeah, okay. He needs to come in with front voice.
Hey, it's me, George Lucas. Hey. That's what I sound like in real life. Hey.
It is. So I had a camera. This was before mobile phone camera. So I had a digital camera. Handed it to this bloke, posed for the photo. And at first I did like a real, hello, nerd, really happy nerd. And then I thought, nah, I'll point at him and smile and look like an idiot. And I later found out the guy who took the photo was Janusz Hamiński, the DOP of Indiana Jones. So that's a good guy to get to take a picture. And he's like the DOP, won an Oscar for Schindler's List. So they must have all been together because of the premiere. That's
cool.
where that photo came from.
That's really cool. You had probably some would say an even more famous guy who took the photo.
Yeah.
It's like, George Lucas, can you take a photo of me real quick? Can you take my...
I thought, judging by his face, that woman he was with was his mistress. He's like, just don't get her in the picture.
He doesn't look that happy. I mean, I think he probably could tell I was a little bit drunk. But
yes, I'm a god amongst men. Yes, you can have a photo with me, your Lord and Savior.
Yes, thank God for Steven Spielberg and
thank
Walt
God
Disney.
for nerds.
Yes, I've spent so much money on Star Wars. At that point, I should have set up a direct debit. Just goes into George's account every month because that's how much I spend on him. The amount of junk I've got, honestly. Got cinema tubs and, packets with food in and stuff. I'm just like, what am I holding on to this gear for? So yeah, eBay, a lot of it. Keep just the good stuff.
And your favorite, your favorite piece? What if I came over to your house right now?
With
if
a baseball bat.
If I knocked on your door, and I said show, and I held you hard against the ground. And I said, show me your best Star Wars thing. What are you going to show me?
Okay, so I'd wriggle free. I'd probably go in the loft and I would get some vintage figures out. So from the original movie, the ones I played with as a kid, probably those ones. Maybe the Land Speeder, something like that, or a Millennium Falcon, something a bit cool from the 70s.
Oh, nice. So that stuff is almost like an you could use that in currency at the end of the world, I'm sure.
Yeah. There's some of those figures. It's ridiculous how much one figure goes for just for a tiny little bit of plastic. And I've been tempted to sell some over the years to get a film made.
Oh, sure.
But those vintage figures are not being touched. And if I ever die, I've said to my wife, if I ever die, make sure you get a good price on them. Don't just take them to a boot fair and flog them a lot.
Get them appraised. Go to a reputable auction house, and then
yes.
Yeah, there's a way to do it. So give us an idea. What is one of these little toys? What do they go for? Like, what's a median range?
Median range. Wow, it's all over the shop. If you had one in a box, so if you had on a card, say Obi-Wan Kenobi on a card, you're looking at thousands for one of those. I haven't got one of those. Mine are all out of the box because I play with them.
Yeah,
but they're going maybe like 600-700 a figure. Depends which ones it is, because some of them, the ones that came out sort of later down the line, are harder to get hold of. And if you got the gun and the helmet and all the malarkey, then they're worth even more.
Wow. All right, so luckily we have his address, Jeremy. We could just go over there whenever we need to. The Podknots heist.
The goal is either the Comedy Mothership open mic or Kill Tony, but like the Creek in the Cave is like a 4-minute walk away. So
yeah.
People hit that one up too, just to try and get some time. I want to say there's probably 100 to 120 people that sign up for the open mic, the problem with that one is sign-ups start at 5:30, and so you have a lot of people who have daytime jobs who, they can't get to downtown Austin by 5:30 to 6 to sign up. But Kill Tony, I mean, I've had some nights where it looks like there's 90 to 100 people, and then I've had some nights where it looks like over 200 people.
Oh wow.
Damn.
So-
And so you've gone through this procedure, and then all of a sudden, your name is called. The runner comes out, calls your name, and scoops you back to behind the curtain, right?
Are people like high fiving you? They're like, "Oh, we got called. It's Bill." Is like people hyping you up?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I had some buddies who were, recording me as I'm running across the street. I had a couple running with me and all that.
Did your dick go inside your body? Like,
it stays there. I have what you call an innie.
an innie.
No, and so my night was actually right before the New Year's Eve shows. I know it wasn't televised until after, but they had these back-to-back nights on a Monday and Tuesday where they had 2 shows each night. And so on Monday night, they started early. It was like at 7, and then the second show started at 10 o'clock at night. I actually got pulled. No, I'm sorry. I'm totally lying to you. The first one started at 6.
How dare you?
The second one started at 8. And I got pulled on the second show. And so like the first show, sitting and waiting and nothing happens. I had like a drink or two while I'm out there. And then when the second show goes, that's the Kirk Fox episode, I kind of didn't want to get pulled because everyone that went on the episode, I don't know if you saw the episode where it was the regulars on the stage. It was William Montgomery, Hans Kim, and Cam. Tony was kind of in like a bitchy mood. Like he wasn't very happy for that episode. And so a couple, like the very first guy that was on there, Tony Cruz, the guy that they did the Super Mario noises for.
Yeah.
He like when he told me about that whole thing, I was like, shit, like this is not the night you want to get on. And now, there's 2 shows. Well, at the end of the second show, Colt doesn't come. Somebody else comes and they're like, all right, that's it for bucket pulls. They're done. No more. I was like, well, shit. So I was like, give me 2 shots of Patron and a margarita. Down 2 shots, and I'm sipping on my margarita. I had my Uber lined up to come pick me up, and then Colt runs back, and he's like, "We've got one more pull. It's Bill Rhodes." And I was like, "Fuck!" And so he runs me across the street, and I'm standing in that back little hallway. My heart's pumping 100 miles an hour, but it's just like jacking tequila through my system. And I was pretty drunk when I went on. I think the only thing that kept me from going through a little panic attack was William Montgomery was in the hallway because he goes on at the very end. And he just kind of bullshitted with me for a little bit and calmed me down. And so I got to go on stage and it's fun. Like it's the coolest experience. Super high. After I came out, it was cool because you kind of get treated like a rock star when you come out with everyone asking how it was, who was the guest, what was going on.
Your Uber driver started screaming at you.
No, I actually got a bad rating for that one because I was a no-show for my Uber. But and so I had to do a lift home that night instead. And it was just fun. There's a dude called, I can't remember his name, but he runs a thing called Kill Shot TV, where he just interviews the people that go on the show. And so like I had my little interview for that, and he's interviewed me a few times based on my teaching story.
I saw that. I saw the interview with the Apple headset microphone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where I'm like screaming into it.
And you're like, I'm probably gonna get fired, but it's fine.
Yeah, I was slobbering drunk, dude. But it was fun.
Hell yeah, that's what it's about, man.
One of the funny things I noticed was on that episode 644. If you read through the comments, people are predicting you're firing.
Yeah,
in the comments, they're like, "This dude's
he's done so."
Say in about a month or 2, he's gonna go full-time comedy because he definitely just lost his job.
Yeah. Some of my favorite comments on there though, dude, somebody said that I look like Mark Henry doing whiteface. I thought was great. And then someone said I look like I throw barrels at Super Mario, that I should challenge William Montgomery to the title of Vanilla Gorilla. I was like, that's cool, that's funny shit. But
that is funny shit.
My wife was, she's like, don't read the comments. I'm like, I don't fucking care. We do roast battles and stuff. There's nothing Reddit can fucking say to me that I haven't been, I haven't had students yell at me. So we're good.
She's like, no, don't read them. They say you are so handsome. There's no reason to read them.
The Puppet Heist.
I put 10 or 11 songs about dealing with COVID and had the puppets singing their how they're feeling.
You have COVID songs with puppets?
I have COVID. It's called Passport to the Puppet Palace.
No, you don't.
Guys, I thought I was going to be famous from this, and I called every TV station in town.
Listen, Jeremy, we got this puppet lady, and she's spouting out about COVID and feeling her opinions about it, Jeremy. We can't let her.
And songs, and that I did this.
The American people need theater and music and puppets and wonder. We have to bring wonder back to these
I wish I could have been a
people.
fly on the wall at one of those meetings.
Oh, me too. Me too.
I'm getting prepared for Halloween. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm getting prepared for Halloween. What do you think, huh? What do you think?
Jeremy,
I liked it. I was bopping
You
along
could have
to
told
that.
me that there was an Ariana Grande puppet that we're talking to. I wouldn't know the difference. That was beautiful.
Yeah, really?
Furball, that was good. That was. We got to make you a star, Furball.
Oh, gee, why do I thank you? See, I told the witch. I told her I could sing.
That's right. That witch is holding you down.
Yeah, I know, but the rooms and I got good digs there in the castle. What can I say? I got a nice, comfortable room, good food, big banquet hall. What can we do?
A comfortable prison is still a prison, Furball.
Yeah.
I'm going to think about that one.
It sounds like you're being held down, and you have hopes and dreams, and they need to come to fruition. So, I'll give you. Bonnie's got my number. You call me whenever you need to, and we'll get you gigs, Furball. We'll get you some gigs.
Gee, why, thank you. Gee. Oh, I'm overwhelmed.
Okay, can we talk to another puppet?
The spider's always running the other direction.
You gotta tell Bonnie to wash you.
You think if the spiders run the other way that there might be a little problem there?
Yeah, probably. I think we're on the right track here. We just need a glow up. You just need a glow up, Trenda. We gotta get you into a salon. We gotta get you a bath. Maybe some Febreze. Is there Febreze nearby?
You thought about like big hoop earrings and booty shorts?
Oh, that's a good call. Yeah, make TikTok videos.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that. So, Eddie, have you single? You looking?
I'm
Actually,
horribly
Mike,
single.
Mike is single. I'm married. But,
Jerry, do I have a puppet thing now?
You might have a clown. Yeah.
I'm open.
Jeremy, I'm tempted. Should I ask out this puppet?
Long walks through the castle.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of puppet friends.
How tall are you?
You like spider pizza?
Spider pizza?
Sounds interesting.
I mean, I'll try anything once.
Including having sex
Including
with a witch
puppets,
puppet.
yeah.
How about rat tacos?
Well then, now if we could we get Deveron's opinion?
Evil Deveron?
Yeah, can we get Evil Deveron
I
in
thought
here?
I got to choose the puppet.
All right, you choose the puppet, Jeremy.
We'll do Evil Deveron.
I knew that's what you wanted.
No, I was gonna go with Furball.
Okay,
but-
yeah, we'll ask Furball. Yeah, can we bring Furball back in here? We'd like to ask him that question as well.
Yeah, well, wait a minute.
Hey, Furball.
You actually value my opinion?
I do.
I told you,
do,
we're gonna make
Furball.
you a star.
Furball, I love your shine, Furball. I love your ambition. And I'm a big Stallone guy. Don't let that sway your opinion, but I'm a big Stallone guy.
I'm
and
an
I
Arnold
just wanna-
Schwarzenegger
I just
guy.
want to know your opinion.
Yeah, who is better for your own reasons, Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I think Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's right,
Is that
Furball.
how we say it?
That's right, Furball. You're right. I'm so glad you are on my side.
I'd like to bring in Evil Deveron for this. This cannot end 1-1.
Okay, can we, let's can we? Sorry, Furball. Can you go get Evil Deveron? We have to ask him the question.
We need a tiebreaker.
We need a
amongst these
tiebreaker.
puppets.
Yes, amongst the puppets.
Jeez. Okay, I'll go get him.
All right, thank you, Furball.
Jeez.
I love
Yeah,
you.
I gotta watch out for that one. You know, he's like to pull my fur out. He's got issues.
Yeah, just call to him. Tell him to come over here.
Okay. Ugh.
Oh.
It is I, Hi, Evil Deveron.
Hi, Evil Deveron. I've been waiting to meet you, man.
Hello. I am the most evil of all evil ones.
Oh my!
I
Jeremy.
believe you. I believe you, Evil Deveron. It's even in your name. How evil you are.
We have a question for you, Evil Deveron.
Very well.
Who is better for your own reasons,
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
or Sylvester Stallone?
Neither.
Oh my! Oh my! You must choose. You
We need a
must.
tiebreaker,
You
Evil
must
Deveron.
choose, Evil Deveron.
I cannot.
Oh my!
For I am more evil, and I am the greatest of all.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we should have saw this coming.
Yeah,
that he'd be
yeah.
so evil that he would just not answer our question.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Get the draft in here.
Where's- Someone asked the bee.
Yeah. What's can we talk to the bee? Oh, okay. Oh, it's Jeremy. It's buzzing. The bee is buzzing. Can you speak English?
I'm not afraid to be stung by the bee.
I'm Beatrice the Bee.
Oh, yes. Okay, you can speak. We have a question for you. Who's better, for your own reasons, Arnold Schwarzenegger or...
Sylvester Stallone.
I'm not too familiar with them. I am a little bee.
Whose
and I
name
spend a
sounds
lot-
better?
I spend a lot of time in flitting from flower to flower. Which one?
Yeah, which one is better for your own reasons? Which it could just be just what the names sound like. Whose name sounds better to your ears, Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone? And then we'll get you back on your antidepressants.
Let me see. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sylvester Stallone. I think I like that one better.
The short rest heist.
Literally, I'm like, dude, what can I trade you? Can I give you Toby Keith's guitar? What can I trade you? Give me. I need a little more VFX, man. I can't do any of that at all myself.
Do you have Toby Keith's guitar?
I do. I did all his Ford commercials and all his music videos during that period, both as a stunt guy and an art director. And I have his actual guitar, dude. And I have some really cool pics and stories about Toby Keith as well. So
what's your favorite Toby Keith story?
Okay. So he has a scene with
So one time he shows up to my trailer covered in blood.
Yeah, this is. I don't even.
You gotta hide this guitar for me.
We're gonna see how this is gonna go, and I have to remember her name, which is terrible. But she is. Is it Heather Locklear? Let me pull up.
That is a
I should know her.
person.
Yeah, it's Heather. I think it's Heather Locklear. I gotta remember. She was huge at that time, or she's still pretty big, pretty famous. Anyway, she's dating David Spade. She's the love interest in the Toby Keith video. And she comes to set, and she's wearing a teeny little skirt, tiny skirt. And we're doing a scene on the couch.
I like where this is going.
Yeah. No, and it's there's nothing on underneath that skirt. And I see the first person to notice is Toby, dude. But I mean, it's not because anything other than, dude, it's
Hey,
there.
Brian.
It's like,
Hey, Brian, look at Heather over there.
He pulls
it's
out
like-
one of those sticks with a mirror at the bottom of it. He's like, there ain't nothing up there, Brian.
Yeah. And then she's now pretty much the whole crew knows, and I guarantee you she knows, dude. You know, I mean, it's possible not, but it's too much. There's too much awareness going on there. So then pretty soon the AD's like, "Hun, the whole crew's having trouble working. I think you need to go cover that up." And that was an interesting Toby Keith story.
Heather Locklear nude.
Ooh, you're learning.
I gotta look up if it's David Spade, Heather if it's her. No, David Spade.
David
Heather.
Spade nude.
Nude.
Yep, it is Heather Locklear. Cool. So okay, yeah, no, she's so beautiful too, man. So anyway.
Oh yeah, Heather Locklear is great.
Yeah. So that's one, and then my buddy Moon and Toby, while he's doing his song, and he just broke and could not pull it back together. So those are and he's super nice, super chill, just mellow dude, and so freaking massive. I mean, he's got to be every bit of 6'5", dude. And you know, Rehun, I don't know. He's a massive dude. Anyway, that guitar ended up with me because we're doing every scene for the Ford commercials. We did one. He uses a Takamine, kind of like an acoustic Takamine is what his guitar is. And so he has one that has the Ford logo and one without the Ford logo. And we have to do every scene both ways. And the one without the Ford logo ended up with me. And then that was kind of how it just ended up, man. And it was one of those things like, dude, that's a very cool thing. I'm just going to hang on to this for a little while. If they ask for it, I'll give it back. Other than that, dude, we're just going to hold on to it. And it survived a house fire. In 2013, I pretty much lost an entire house.
Started the house fire.
It's the spirit of the person he killed and he killed someone with the guitar. Gave it to you.
The furry trash heist. Okay, so that also reminds me as I'm going through the Facebook groups, right? On top of the people selling the art and selling the personas, these so horny. Everything was horny. Everything had big honking tits. And I found a furry Mormon group on Facebook, Jeremy. There's a furry... Jeremy, look at me.
Hold on.
There's a furry Mormon group.
Furry Mormons?
Furry Mormons. And it was hilarious because their pent-up sexual tension... it translates into their artwork on the page because remember they're Mormon furries and so they can't give their furry art giant honking tits and stuff. So what I saw that they were doing, Jeremy, is they had normal torsos, but then their knees became these giant blobs, giant tit-shaped spheres. Their knees, the knees of these drawn furry creatures that they're drawing. It literally was tits underneath their torso. And I was like, Mom, I'm just drawing this fun art. It's not inappropriate at all. Look, it's got normal proportions. What's that underneath them? It's their knees. Why does it have stars on the end of each one of their knees to signify the pasties on nipples?
So they were drawing porn without drawing porn.
They were drawing boobs in other parts. They were drawing boobs on other parts of it, where its knees were, as opposed to where the boobs were. They drew giant boobs underneath it. Yep, what the fuck is that? Is that tits and a dick? What the fuck is that? Is that a snake? Stop showing me. Oh, that's a lizard man. Okay, stop it. That gets into the more. Oh God, why do they have tits and dicks? Why are these furries got tits and dicks? All right, Jeremy, fetishes.
The some offense taken heist.
I think it's hilarious. Your dating site photo, first of all, is a picture of you taking at our cousin's memorial.
Yeah, I looked really good that day. Really good.
We were all there to cry about our murdered cousin.
And we did. Heavily. Yeah, but you were there. You were standing there.
I was flabbergasted that you were taking dating profile pictures at a funeral.
So when in Rome.
All of our estranged family is like, what the fuck is Mike doing?
He looks
smiling and touching a tree. In an old dirty suit.
It's what Alex would have wanted, man.
It's a dirty suit.
No, it's not.
You said it was a dirty suit.
It was dirty.
What's your profile say? Let's get to that.
Let me pull it up.
Don't edit anything.
I'm not. Starts with.
Let me see it.
Starts with.
The suit is nice.
It is a nice suit.
It's not a funeral suit, but it's definitely.
There's the suit that I got at Jeff's wedding.
This is a gangster suit. This is a suit you wear doing business in a sub shop. You got the aviators on, and you're holding a Modelo. Okay. Hi there. What you doing in my waters?
Hi there. What you doing in my waters?
Not fishing.
It's attached to your rod,
it's attached to your rod, motherlicker. I got your back if you got mine.
True statement.
I'm honest, loyal, funny, and a little scatterbrained.
Yes.
I'm down to earth and empathetic, and I am just looking for a nice girl. No more supermodels.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's really helping you out.
The ABCD bags heist.
You fucked a blanket?
I didn't fuck it. I received it to keep me warm.
You put
while
the
I
blanket
sleep.
inside you?
No, this isn't like 2 years ago. Stop bringing that up, bro.
Remember when you put Steven's blanket in you?
During that epic bender? Yeah, I remember.
I remember you epically bent over and put that inside
And
you.
I know you never let me or our listeners live it down.
I still have that blanket.
But no, bro, I was super chill last night. Let me tell you about my linoleum dream.
Tell me about your linoleum dream.
Oh, dude. So I didn't get with Jessica.
No?
No. It was so rad because I found out she's got chlamydia. Oh!
Nice dodge, bro.
Yeah, I did. I dodged it. But sadly, the blanket had chlamydia on it. So I still ended up with chlamydia.
That's all right, man. I got chlamydia last night, too.
Oh, you did?
I hooked up with Jessica, bro.
Oh, that was you.
Remember?
You were at the party, bro. At the same party.
I'm the one who came on the blanket.
That's what gave me chlamydia. Oh, my God. I can't even believe it.
Did you ever forgive me for fucking Jessica?
Well, I have it's now come to light that you did fuck Jessica, the girl I've been trying to get with for a fortnight, but it's okay. I forgive you because bros before Jessica's.
Yeah, dude. She wasn't even that good anyways.
How'd you get around the wheelchair?
She fell out of it drunk.
What?
She passed out on the floor in linoleum dreams.
What? No, you need consent though.
I mean,
She didn't get. She was passed out.
I mean, obviously she gets around. She's got chlamydia.
But how did you get her consent to bed her, bro?
What?
Gart?
Wait, Terrence?
Gart? You did it.
Terrence?
Oh, no.
Letter C.
This just get easier and easier for me.
Oh, Jeremy, no. Oh, God, this season they do a different letter of the alphabet by creating a fake podcast that they do. Jeremy.
They're so colorful in here.
Oh, God, I feel it coming. It's happening.
Oh, no.
Welcome to Clowning Around.
Step right up, time for fun, ho. Clowning around, here we go. Whoa, jokes and laughs with silly flair. Circus tunes, fill the air, yeah.
Oh, no.
Hey,
Mike, what's wrong with your face?
I'm not Mike.
Oh, no.
I'm Chuckles.
Chuckles?
I'm Chuckles. And I'm here with my co-host, Spritzel.
Spritzel?
Spritzel.
I'm not Spritzel. My name is Jim.
Spritzel the Clown.
My name is Spritzel the Clown.
Welcome to our podcast, Clowning Around.
Let's just clown around. Oh, man. Wow, what kind of clown stuff are you getting up to, clown face?
Well, that's not my name.
Are you sure? Waka waka.
So I went to this crazy party last night.
Oh, yeah? What happened at your party?
I witnessed a date.
Oh, it sounds spicy.
Yeah, it was. Then I went, and then I left, and I went away.
What happened? What was the situation?
I don't know. I didn't want to be there anymore.
Well, I was at a party last night, too. I was sitting in my wheelchair.
What happened?
Well, I just cleaned all my makeup off.
You're never supposed to do that.
Well, I got a little twisted last night.
Spritzel,
Well,
what
I
are you
wasn't
doing?
Spritzel anymore.
Oh, you were just clowning around.
I was clowning around and pretending to be the handicapped lady named clown around. I was pretending to be like just a disabled, crippled lady named Jessica.
What?
Yep, that's my alter ego.
Oh my god.
Yep.
But it's okay. Wait, were you there performing your clown stuff?
I was getting pretty twisted, and then I fell asleep.
Well, I see you're all back to your normal clown self, so that's great.
Well, it's kind of hard to put on my clown pants today because my butt hurts so bad.
Your butt. Wow, you said butt. You're so silly, Spritzel.
It feels like something penetrated my tuchus.
That's bold to say. Oh, well, it sounds like a little bit of clowning around.
I got a little schnitzel in my spritzel.
Oh my god. Oh, Spritzel, that's crazy.
Yeah, I was trying to stand up out of my wheelchair and I flipped on the linoleum.
You did?
Yep.
Oh, well, are you okay?
Nope.
Oh, no. What can I do to help?
I'm having flashbacks.
Look at my dance. Look at my fun clown dance.
Yay.
Look at my clown dance.
Ooh, clown dancing.
Yeah, my shoes are so big. Spritzel, stop crying. Yeah, just go to the clown place. Go to the clown place in your mind. You got this, buddy. Oh, no.
The John Breaks Bad News Heist.
Oh.
Ooh. You want to do it?
Hello.
Hi, Aaron.
Who's this?
This is Jeremy from Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast. We're calling on behalf of John Breaks Bad News. We've got some bad news from someone named Musley?
Do you know a Musley?
Yeah.
Musley sent in some bad news. He or she wanted you to know that I accidentally got too drunk and slept with his girl. Tell him I'm sorry.
Oof.
Is this news that you already knew?
Did you already know about this?
Yeah, I think I already knew about this.
Oh, no.
Well, how do you feel about this Musley character?
Kind of a piece of shit.
He's a ne'er-do-well.
Doesn't really sound like friend material to me.
Yeah, he's not friend material at all.
No, and
this is a human girl, right?
What was that?
This is a human girl that he slept with?
Who, Musley?
It's not like a horse or anything weird.
I mean, that guy sleeps with anything.
Oh, no.
I don't know if it's a horse.
Are you still with the same girl?
Yeah.
Did she tell you about it too? Like, did she come clean?
No, she didn't. I'm just hearing about this right now.
Oh, that's the bad news.
We got a list of bad news.
Yeah,
we didn't know how old
news.
it was.
Yeah.
So
is there more bad news than just this bad news?
No, for you, no.
For you, this is the only one we got for you.
No, just recently, I just had to tell a dentist he was lame.
For being a dentist. So we just got a list of bad news, and we're making the phone calls and letting people know, buddy.
I don't know how long you've been with this girl, but probably at least talk to her about it first. Get her side of the story.
I don't know. I don't think we should be telling people what to do, but
maybe not give advice. I
mean, I'm up for a suggestion.
How long you guys been together?
3 years.
And you know this, and you know this guy's a piece of shit, and it might be true.
Yeah, definitely.
That's not great.
I've always seen it.
How does she act around this? How does she act around this Musley guy?
Flirtatious. It's weird. Like, we were bowling one time and just like, I don't know. He got a turkey. My girl started jumping and screaming.
Oh, no.
It was just fucking disgusting.
Fuck. That's not great. I'm sorry that I had to give you this bad news today. It does not bring me joy, but now begins the healing.
And fuck Musley.
Yeah, fuck Musley.
What a piece of shit.
I mean, fuck him.
Well, don't actually fuck him. You know,
that might be good revenge.
Oh, wait, to fuck him also?
Yeah, to fuck him because he fucked her.
You guys have a point. All right, so how do I do that?
You get yourself a turkey and you shove it up his ass.
Oh,
that's what you do.
Oh, shit.
The Mad Mark and Maynard Show Heist.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah. Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who? Who's there?
Banana.
Oh yes, banana. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Come in. The presentation's about to begin. We've been waiting on you. The projector's already set up. If you need anything else, we can work with the tech team. If you have a flash drive or anything for the PowerPoint, let's just go ahead and get that set up. Hopefully that works.
Banana?
Yes, of course. Okay. Let me just walk you over here. So here's where you'll stand. Okay, you'll give you a presentation, and then we'll have the floor open for questions after that.
Banana.
Okay, very good. So, if you guys can see here, the quarterly numbers are looking good, right, Banana?
Yeah, I mean, it's bananas.
So, but as we can see in future models, we see that there's going to be a decline in sales, and so now we're trying to figure out how to get these numbers up.
Do you ever try banana?
Oh my god. But this is the problem. We've always tried banana, and we've never gotten the kind of results that you continue to say that we'll get.
I got one word for you, pal.
What's that?
Banana.
All right, so let's say we plug banana into this spaghetti model. We'll have AI run some projections, and as you can see here, banana just does not work. Do you have any other ideas?
Well, it's because you got the panorama banana phantom.
We've accounted for that. For that. So now we're just trying to we're trying to figure out what's the missing piece.
Well, take a step back, peel it back. Banana.
Okay. I can see what you're putting down. So let's try that. All right, everybody. We'll get Gary on that. Gary, you're gonna work on the banana projections. Martha, you are going to start the marketing campaign, and this time we really need to push. Okay. Now, oh yes, we have a newcomer here. And what is your name?
It's orange.
The missing piece.
Banana?
Get out of here, Banana! We got a new CEO, and it's this guy. Look at this. He's round, he's a different color, and he doesn't say banana all the time.
Orange is the new banana.
And that was my and Jammy's version of the banana knock-knock joke. No, it went well. I think it's very funny. The Psychic Guys Heist. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put David and Josh on the spot, one each. I'm going to have a picture that we're going to have.
Oh, is that why you gave me the piece of paper? Are we drawing pictures?
We're drawing pictures.
Okay.
And we're gonna be assigning these ethereal names, and there's gonna be a designation for how they're going to be able to find this picture. So
while you're drawing your picture and you're channeling this, what got you guys into remote viewing?
Yeah.
But let me just say before we do anything further, I know it's a penis. Draw something else.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he's
Oh my
absolutely
God!
drawing a penis.
Oh my God!
He's putting the hair all over the balls
Oh my
right now.
Oh my god!
Mike's freaking. He's literally freaking out right now.
I got halfway through the hair
Take
on
a
the
picture.
left testicle.
Take a picture, put it on the
Putting it
Discord.
on the Discord right now.
Nailed it.
Oh my god!
He got halfway through the testicle hair, which I've never seen such straight hair on a testicle before.
I know, it's not
And
even
I've seen
curly.
a lot of
Mid-curl.
testicle hair.
Oh god! Damn it! God damn! Jeremy, draw your picture. I gotta think of something else. Oh my god! I'm putting it on the Discord. Stop what you're doing. I know it's a penis. Fuck! That's the greatest thing that's ever happened. Jeremy, we're in front of professionals here.
I'm drawing my picture.
Well, you get good at what you practice, right?
I didn't even label the penis.
Damn, Dave, we broke him.
Yeah, you
So
did.
do you want to tell your story first,
Alrighty.
or should I?
Well, I tried remote viewing because I thought I sounded dumb.
It's got a
and
very
that it wouldn't
flat
work.
tip.
And yeah, I wanted to feel super clever when I discovered it didn't work. And then it did. And it blew my mind. And here I am.
Well, now I'm going to take this a little more serious. Jeremy, I like that.
Well, seeing as you're here, you guys are going to have a go at this. And it won't be a penis.
I guess in my
Circling
mind,
back to your image, though, the other thing that really comes to mind is there's this curving line. Like, it doesn't feel like it's completely a circle. It's like a curvy outline of a person. I get that little flash, and then just like a stick figure drawing of, like, if I were to draw it for you, it would be like a little dress kind of shape and like little string hairs around the top of the head. Just a real simple drawing like that. But that's the only thing I've got for this one.
Jeremy definitely did draw a tiny little person.
What is that?
Yeah.
well, I mean, he's got a speech bubble.
So, so as you can see there, you tapped on to the weird triangle part of the monster, and you definitely 100% identified that there was a crudely drawn little person.
Although it wasn't string hair.
But you drew hair, though. Like, you drew an afro on him. And Jeremy, I would classify the little man that you drew as a step above stick figure.
Yeah,
like
right.
the
I was
bare
insulted.
minimum.
I was actually insulted by stick figure because I gave him volume, but
The murder coaster heist.
Tensions soon rise after the group returns to the yacht. According to Wagner, an argument breaks out between him and Walken, though Wood is absent from the scene.
I'm not going to let you bang Kurt on this boat.
Of course it was a joke. Of course I was joking.
Put your pants on.
I left them at shore.
You were wearing them in the tinier boat.
I soiled them.
Can't you hear me?
Go back to the dinghy then and cover up your dinghy.
Kurt, let's go to the dinghy.
No, Kurt, you fuck you, Wagner. You're not gonna take Kurt to your sex room on the boat. Kurt, get to the dinghy and go.
You don't tell little bitch boy Kurt what to do.
Fuck you, Wagner. I'm
you,
more man than you've ever been.
Well, I would like you to show me. Prove it, Walken.
Look, is this what you want?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Look, I'm doing the helicopter.
Oh, I'm drawn to it. Like a moth to the flame.
Now get away.
Kurt, come over here. You have to see this. Kurt, what I want you to do is pull your pants down and sit on that glass table. I will lie underneath the table. And you take a number 2. You see what I did there?
No. What do you mean?
Come on, Kurt.
Hey.
Silly Kurt boy.
There's no reference. What do you mean? It's 1981.
Slowly pull down your pants and take a shit on the table.
No.
Shit on my table, Kurt.
Goodbye. By 11:05 p.m., things took a darker turn. On board Splendor, the guests realized Natalie was missing. Along with her, the yacht's dinghy was also gone. Natalie, Nate, Natalie, hey.
Wood?
Natalie.
Wood?
Nate.
This isn't the first time I've walked around a deck yelling Wood.
Why do you refer to your wife by her last name? It's kind of weird.
You mind your business, Watkins.
Wood! Nate! I had to show you my dance.
Naturally, you come out right this instant. At 1:30 a.m., a ship-to-shore call was made. It wasn't until 3:30 a.m. that the Coast Guard was notified, a delay that has been questioned ever since. We can only speculate what may have occurred.
And that's all 52 variations of the dance. Sorry I spoiled it for you, Waggy Pants.
Remember when we yelled for Natalie like 2 times and we couldn't find her?
Yeah, I do.
your dancing is impeccable, Walker.
I appreciate it, but now you've reminded me that Natalie, surely she'd come see my performance. Where could she be? God, 4 hours has gone by. Sometimes I'll just get in the zone.
It was mesmerizing. It was like watching animals dance in the forest.
It's kind of like time stopped all by itself.
I sure do wonder where my wife has gone.
The Scalarius Heist.
So when I see archangels around me, I see 8-foot praying mantises. I see some that look like birds, some look like reptiles, some are look humanoid. Some I can't describe are not humanoid whatsoever. There's a couple I've seen that look like humans, but
From what you know of the archangels that you see around you, how does it compare to the biblical testimony? Is there 7? Or like, is there a hierarchy?
There's millions of them. There's millions of them.
So it's not just Michael, Gabriel,
and they look like Lovecraftian horrors.
I get touched on my face for yes and no answer. So when I got a yes answer, it feels like a finger's running across the top of my eyebrow or another place on my face.
Oh.
And then when I got a no answer, it feels like they're touching me. It feels like a tear running down my face. In the beginning, I was getting 2 touches, one above each eyebrow, and then that no answer. As of maybe a week ago, now there's 72 of them. As I mentioned in the book at that time, there was 16 of them, and that was 2 years ago when I wrote the book. Now there's 72, and I know the names of every single one that's touching me. And then they also put thought into my mind at the same time. Like in the beginning, when this was happening for me, when I found out I was a medium, they were putting thought in maybe 5% of my day. But now it's 90% of my day.
What's a name? The name of the last one that touched you?
The last one that touched me this morning, Archangel Michael. And then I have Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Amenadiel, Azrael, Mazakim, Michael, Paul, Jacob, Daniel, Laziel, Ezekiel, Richard, John, Nicholas, Hansel, John, Joshua, Jonah, Jeremiah, a whole bunch of them.
Steve.
Ellen.
Tim.
Lucifer.
Oh, he hangs out with you too.
Yeah.
Well, he was saying that he's Lucifer is not who we think he is.
Oh. I also think it would be. I also think it would kind of be funny if Michael, look, I'm just poking this guy in the face.
Yeah. Hey, Rafi.
They love a good joke. Yeah, I actually have 2 Raphaels, but yeah, they love a good joke.
They have a good sense of humor then.
I love that.
So you said that these spirits are living a human life. Like, what's the equivalency of their like human life?
But they're not just talking to each other. I see them making out all the time. I see them having sex all the time. If you have any ghost hunters and they don't talk about that, they ain't doing their job.
I saw this ghost
I see it
just fucking the
day long.
shit out of that cow. That's horrible.
I saw a woman doing fucking the shit out of this guy. I think he's a guy, but he looked more like what I would like assume like a werewolf.
A werewolf man.
Furries.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a dead furry.
It was a dead furry.
yeah, like a dead furry. Yeah. But this thing was huge. But yeah, I mean, but I see other beings. I saw some beings standing in front of me one time. The only thing I could equate them to was like from Star Wars, like a Chewbacca. I saw 7 of them standing in front of me, and I asked them if they wanted to cross over. But
Jeremy, the ghost of Bigfoot.
Okay, we're just having a conversation.
The Necromantic Empire Heist.
It's an adventuring party. I have an idea. If we open the back of the door a little bit and let him start coming in, and then we shut the door real quick, he'll door glitch.
Does that work?
There's only one way to find out, Whitney.
Okay.
You open the door and I'll pull it shut.
Is everybody high? What
All right,
the
Jeremy.
fuck?
Yeah, I'd like to open the door and let him, and then taunt him as my action to have him come towards it, and then I'm gonna pull it shut real quick. I'm gonna shut him into the door.
Okay.
So he door glitches.
I think famously the NPCs are the ones that door glitch into doors and not the NPC or not the player.
I've seen this happen a million times.
Oh yeah, so okay.
I know it's possible.
You've seen it happen to a buddy of yours.
Uh-huh.
He is going to roll a contested strength check.
18.
He got a 16. So with his 16, he lunges towards you and you close the door on his body.
So I told you guys once it's gonna work.
Now, this does not produce the effect you were looking for. I guess for this, I'm gonna go ahead and roll. He takes 6 damage onto his head as you kind of close the doors in on it. So his head explodes.
Oh God!
And you guys are sprayed with brain matter, and you just hear his body just kind of collapse back behind the carriage, and they are dead.
Oh yeah, that's not what happened to my buddy, guys. That's not what happened. Oh, it's a different thing.
And finally, the Reddit holes heist.
The title for this post is Accidental Incest. What the fuck do I do now?
Get off Reddit. Get off Reddit and keep doing it, buddy.
Well,
you got this.
Let's see. All right, I need help, Reddit, like never before. I wonder with what, buddy? I wonder what you need help with. Being a longtime reader of this board, I never thought I would be the one posting. Okay, so why are you reading about incest? And then you're like, I never thought I'd be on here.
I'm just a casual observer of incest.
Impossible. Surely not.
I just dabble in it. It's really just kind of like cosplay.
So, being a longtime reader of this board, I never thought I would be the one posting, but this is the only place I feel like I can ask for advice. Background: me, 30-year-old male, and the girl, 24-year-old female.
Hot.
Met over 2 years ago via mutual friends, and we hit it off great. After a year, we entered a relationship, and just
we were all into the same things. We had
the same parents,
same hair color, same jawline. They were hitting it off.
We hit it off great. After a year, we entered a relationship, and just 2 months ago, we moved in together. We have our differences and our little fights like everyone, but really everything has been wonderful to the point where we were discussing marriage.
We're pretty compatible except for our genes when it comes to recreating children.
Both of us were raised in the foster system. I was removed from my household when I was 10. She was around 7. So we've always had this in common and been able to confide in one another about this. When they each got,
hey, your parents hated and abandoned you too?
Right?
Let's fuck.
Recently, my biological father passed away, which meant little to nothing to me since my foster father adopted me and has been absolutely great. However, the woman I am with also received an invitation to the funeral because it's her dad also.
What a hell of a way to find out.
My dad is dead. Oh, we're so compatible. It's crazy. My dad died too.
He goes, yeah, fucking rest in piss, piece of shit. And then she gets hers. She's like, oh my God, my dad died too. I always wanted to meet him.
The funeral's across the street from the Dairy Queen on the 2nd. Mine is 2. That's weird. They're doing 2 funerals at the same day, the same time. My dad's name was John. That's weird. 2 Johns on the same day. Crazy. Same funeral. Wow.
And we're both foster kids. Whoa. Soulmates.
She's already packed up her things and is staying with her best friend. Yes, perfect. Exactly. It's the best response you would expect out of finding out you've been fucking your brother. is to bail immediately and be really grossed out about it. That's a absolutely normal and a plausible response.
Nah, every time she's getting fucked by somebody, she closes her eyes and pretends it's her brother.
This situation is so screwed up, I honestly didn't believe things like this could happen. But you've been reading about it because your favorite Reddit page is about incest. You love reading about it. It's your favorite board. And you're like, I never thought that this could ever happen to anybody.
Used to be my favorite genre of porn, and now...
This is where it starts to get fascinating with how he's responding to this new information.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I'm torn.
Of course he is.
Yeah. I'm torn. I really am. I felt like I love this woman. I thought about our future together, and now I don't know what the hell to do. We've crossed the line physically, and when we tried to talk about it, she broke down and started crying. She won't speak to me anymore because she's been fucking her brother. And you having the response of, well, this is really inconvenient for me. Like, this is particularly hard. This is rough. It's hard.
Well, so there's a big difference, Mike, between men and women. And this guy's just trying to work everything out. He's trying to find the best outcome. It's not going to let a little something like this ruin his life.
It's like, how can I still bang this lady who I found out is my sister?
She knows all my spots.
Does it really matter? Like, does it really matter? I mean, I read about it all the time. So
I've trained her to give the perfect blowjob. She knows all the moves.
Oh God.
Oh, past Michael and past Jeremy. You silly fuckers. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed what we put out this year. I hope you tune in next week. We will be having our Christmas special. Who knows what shenanigans Jeremy and I will get in? Only time will tell. The Christmas season is here, and it's in the air we breathe, and they don't make inhalers for it. Nope, you just gotta suck it in and spit it out. Anyway. If you have a podcast that you want us to steal, hit us up at our email, UHJYEAH @majizzypod.com. We have a band of the week every week, or at least we try to, and if you want us to support your band, send in your music to that email. And we have a phone number, too, 903-287-0660. You can leave a voicemail or a text to the show, and we will discuss those things and play them. So, there you go. Interact with us. Prank us. I don't care. Our theme song is by the wonderfully talented William Lanham. You can check him out at William Lanham Music on YouTube. All right, I think that's it. Pretty short and sweet, as much as I can, I guess. I don't know. I'm bored. I want to hang out with you guys. What are you up to? Huh? Join our Discord. I like talking to everybody. Okay? All right, I love you. Bye.